what does stagnation not mean for you? So you said, oh, I feel stagnant. It's because you've defined stagnancy as something.
Hello, it's good to have you here. My name is Orebukola. I'm a career mentor and an inspirational speaker. I also write daily to thousands and thousands of career professionals in the bid to inspire them and spur them into taking massive actions towards their goals. Thank you for joining me here and for watching this video.
Hello. Let's look at this career concern. Career stagnation. I have been on the same role for 5 years. And this person is an auditor and they work in the civil service. Yeah. I'm going to share a couple of thoughts with you. And I hope that helps you. The first thing I'm going to say to you is this. It's good that you have brought that to the forefront of your consciousness, because some people could actually be dealing with stagnation, okay, and they don't know that they are, like, until like 10 years, 15 years, they then look back and be like, I've actually been in this place for a long time. But the fact that you're thinking about it means something needs to change. And I'm charging you that something needs to change. Now, this is how I personally know that something needs to change, especially when it comes to my experience, my exposure, the kind of opportunities that I'm dealt with, and all those kind of nice and fancy stuff. Is this, am I learning anything new? Is there more to learn? Is there more to learn? Really? And it's not that is there more to learn. Is there more to learn that basically that is worth the incremental time I'm having to spend in this place? So every day you show up at work, that's time. That's time. A fragment of your life. That's time. Every time you're having to show up, that's time. Okay? Now, is there more to learn on your job such that it is worth the extra time that you are having to spend there? So you've done 5 years, probably you're going towards 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. The extra things, the extra experiences I'll be getting, the exposures I'll be getting, the network, the financial benefits. Because look, I've said it, when as an employee, there are 2 main things when it comes to value that you are getting from your employer: the financial benefits and the non-financial benefits. And when it comes to the financial benefits, it's just your salary, your increases, bonus, payment for healthcare plan, yada. All of those things, right? When it comes to the non-financial benefits, then we're talking about the network that you have. So because you're in civil service, do you have access to some people that maybe others in the private sector may not have access to? So the genuine network that you do have that can help you later. So do you have that? Do you have pretty much any non-financial benefit you could think of? Maybe opportunity to move across different spectrum when it comes to working with the government, some doors that would naturally open to you compared to someone who is in that particular line. Also other benefits that could come as a result of you being there. So don't just think financial, also think all those non-financial benefits. But you need to take stock, right? When you add the financial plus non-financial benefits and you compare it to the time that you're spending, and then obviously when it comes to the financial benefits, you're not only looking at the salary you're collecting now, you also need to look at the potential increases in your salary and what you're going to be getting as you climb or not climb. So you could be somewhere actually in a particular role for 5 years, but your money is going up. right? It's just there is no place to put you in terms of we want to promote you from where you are now to another. Maybe there's no opportunity, but your money is actually increasing in that role. So you need to look at the potential increases in your salary, and then when it comes to the non-financial benefits as well, look at the potential increases in those benefits compared to the additional time. If it is not worth it, then we need to take a couple of steps back and think about the things we can do. Now, the first thing I'm going to say to you is this: everybody that cares around you needs to know that you're thinking about stagnation. Now, if you have a boss or your boss's boss, whoever is the decision maker there, you need to have a conversation about your career. And this is not so. A lot of people think when they say have a conversation, a lot of people immediately think at conversation, they already think, oh, maybe you're trying to be challenging. No, that's not it. You're just going to go from especially if you have tricky bosses, go from the perspective of them giving you career guidance. You will not fail if you go that way. So you put in some time with them and say, yeah, by the way, I just wanted to discuss my career. I'm just 5 years here. I may not know as much as you. I don't know as much as you know. What would you advise me to do with my career? Do you think I'm on track? Now, this is an information gathering process. And at the same time, you are registering to them that you care about your career and you care about your progress. And because of that, they know what matters to you. And when there are opportunities for growth, you are one of the people they are thinking about. It is not rocket science. Okay, so you're going to have that initial conversation. That will be some sort of information gathering. There are some conversations you would have with some people in the workplace, and their tone, their tone, their disposition, their body language is telling you, pack your bags and go. Yes, you would have those kind of conversations, or you could. Okay, their tone will be time up, especially if you can read in between the lines, or their tone may be, look, if anything goes down now, we need to let people go. You're one of the people. Yes, that's why it's important for you to have some of those conversations. So if you feel stagnant, it's because there's something there. So have that initial conversation. So use that to gather some information to see, okay, what are they thinking? Are they even thinking about me? To start with, are they even thinking about me? Number 2 is you also want to check what does stagnation not mean for you? So you've said, oh, I feel stagnant. It's because you've defined stagnancy as something. So maybe because you're in the civil service, probably it takes, because obviously civil service, it takes maybe longer to get someone moving across the rank compared to private sector. And it may also, and it's pretty much because obviously maybe the work is easier, there is not so much technical things. It's government work, is more relaxed, so you're getting that flexibility, you're getting the time. And I'm going to come there just in case I miss it. I don't want to miss this point, so I'm just going to write it down so that I don't forget. It. Okay, now, so you have the time. So because they are not totally utilizing you 100%, we could say that it depends on where in civil service you're working. So I'm not saying that, oh, civil servants don't work. That's not what I mean. I mean that you could have the flexibility compared to someone who is in private sector, who is doing sometimes 12-hour work days, 14-hour work days. In civil service, it's pretty much your 9 to 5 and you're home. Yeah. So because of that, it could then mean, oh, well, the salary is not going to be as competitive as private sector. Okay, so there could be that as well. So for you, what does stagnation not mean? Does that mean every 3 years you get promoted to the next level? Or does it mean every 4 years you get promoted to the next level? Whatever that is, define it. Now, another thing is this. A lot of people think that promotion at work needs to be given to them. Why would anybody think that? Promotion at work does not need to be. You can arrange promotion for yourself by taking on other opportunities that move you to the next level. So don't only feel like, oh, it's your employer that has to give you promotion, whatever. I know you work in the civil service. Most people that I personally know that have worked in civil service always want to be in civil service because there are a lot of benefits. And I agree with that because especially from the time perspective and the job security, there is that. But from the learning, exposure, experience, and fast growth in career and building that wealth towards retirement, is that available? So you need to think about that. Okay? So you can create that promotion that you're looking for yourself by taking opportunities outside of your current place if you fancy it. But if you really want to remain there, then you need to be actively talking about you being promoted. So you need to be having those conversations. Another thing is, within the civil service, are there other ministries? Are there other parastatals? Are there other areas that you could serve but at a higher grade? If those opportunities exist, take those opportunities and see what comes out of it. That may also help you. Okay. You also need to continue to develop yourself, especially because you have time. And this is what I'm going to say to you. When it comes to self-development, it's not only going to school, reading, it's also in doing. Okay. It's also in doing. You could start a business. You could create something, develop an hobby, and follow through with it. But you need to develop yourself so that you can start seeing things in various perspectives. If you have time on your hands, convert your free time. So I work probably in an 8-hour day. Effectively, you do 4 hours kind of work. You can convert those remaining 4 ineffective hours into doing something that will pay and serve you. Okay. So those are the things you need to sort of actively think about. But if you want to remain in that place, you need to have the conversation that you need to have to say, look, I'm just thinking about my career and I was hoping to see, are there ways I can be supported to move to the next level? The first question is, are the opportunities even available in that place? Are the opportunities available? Because if the opportunities are not available, that may be another thing. So you want to go to where the opportunities are. And you need to view the risks and say, okay, if I live here, what are the risks? Okay. And another thing I've really seen is it's easier to move from private sector to public than from public to private. At least from the years of mentoring that I've had and talked to people. I've talked to people in private, I've talked to people in public, whatever. It's just harder. But you need to chart for yourself what you want and then start working towards that. I've talked about business. So you need to convert your free hours. Now, the reason why you feel stagnant at work sometimes maybe because your work is the only way you self-identify. And this is very important. If I say, who are you, for instance, and all you can tell me is who you work for, a lot of work needs to go into you. You need to get to a point where you can self-identify and say, I built this, I did that, I enjoy this, I enjoy that. This is me and more. Okay? So for that to, look, if you start doing things that matter to you, that you enjoy, you won't even care if resuming someone please be like, you wouldn't really care. In fact, those areas of your other life will feed so much into your career that people will be the ones, people will be calling you to say, do you want to take this opportunity? Do you want to go this route? Do you want to, whatever that is? Okay. So think about all of these things, right? And hopefully it kind of works for you. I think I may have done a video or two around stagnation, feeling stagnant. I don't know, I can't really remember, but if I haven't, this is going to be the first. I hope you get a lot from this. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.
Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I'm sure you enjoyed it and you learned something during the course of watching this video. If you liked everything you saw, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification so you can get notified every time a new video is dropped to inspire and spur you to take action. Also, like, share and comment so that others can also see this and benefit from it. Thank you, and see you in the next one.